Hi, my name is Monica. I am the Chinese Granny Paw, and I know you have a lot of recipes on the internet that you can obtain, but mine is American and a few Chinese dishes. And in my older age, I will tell you about things that may be helpful to you. First of all, I'd like to introduce you to a few classic dishes in both the American and the Chinese culture. First of all, I'm going to make the famous chocolate chip cookies. I'm sure you have your favorite, but I'll share with you some of my secrets in my secret recipe collection. First of all, I will cream the butter and the cream cheese, and then I will add two kinds of sugar, the brown sugar, granulated sugar, the egg, and the vanilla. The measurements will be posted. I will also add, those are the wet ingredients. I will also add baking powder, a small amount of baking soda, 2 cups of flour, 2 teaspoons of cornstarch, and some stir-ins such as chocolate chips and cranberries. You can use any chocolate chips that you want, but the proportion should be about 1 cup of each. And you can preheat your oven. Each oven is different. You can preheat the oven to 350 degrees Fahrenheit. And if you want to convert it to metric, you can do that too. You can, if you want to know the measurements, I will have that as well. And I do like to use a stand mixer, so I will do that right now. So you mix some cream cheese and softened butter. Try to have everything at room temperature if you can, so that it's easier to incorporate. So I also have brown sugar, 1 3/4 cup. I also have granulated sugar, about 1/2 cup. I will mix these ingredients using a stand mixer. I will also add an egg. It's better if you crack the egg in a bowl in case there are shells and you can dig them out easier. So that's 1 egg and some vanilla. One and a half teaspoons of vanilla. I have baking powder, about 1 teaspoon, about 1/2 teaspoon of baking soda, and a 1/2 teaspoon of salt. These are the dry ingredients. Some people like to sift the dry ingredients together. I just mix them all together. 2 cups of flour, 1 cup. This is all-purpose flour. I'm using the American cups and teaspoon measurements. If you like to measure them in grams, you can feel free to convert. This is another cup of flour. And there are also 2 teaspoons of cornstarch. You mix all these dry ingredients together. You can also use any kind of chocolate chips. You can use peanut butter, butterscotch, milk chocolate, semi-sweet chocolate chips. It's up to you. And also, I like some chewiness. You can also put in some nuts if you wish. I put in cranberries. You can also put in raisins, whatever you would like. At this point, I also like to preheat my oven. You can preheat it later or earlier if you wish. I usually preheat it to 350 degrees Fahrenheit and I push start. Also turn on the oven light. And then using the medium ice cream scooper, I also scoop up the dough onto baking trays. And after baking for about 8 minutes, you can either cool them on top of your stove top. I happen to have a gas stove, or you can use a rack. I also let it cool, and you can freeze the cookies if you wish. With this recipe, you don't have to put it in the refrigerator. Okay, bye. See you next time. Bye-bye. I usually use this medium scooper to scoop up the dough. It will make approximately 27 or 28 cookies, depending on how big you make them. And the beauty of this recipe is that you can freeze it if you wish. I also want to say, if you like this recipe, you can please share it with your friends. You can make comments below, and the ingredients will be posted. I don't know where they will be, maybe in the description box. And you can also subscribe and give a notification and give me a thumbs up as well. Goodbye. Good luck to you. I also want to share with you one of my favorite, Psalm 34 verse 8. Taste and see that the Lord is good. He is very good, and hopefully my recipes are good tasting as well. Bye-bye.